Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Savik TV and welcome to the Nairobi International Show. Ya mazee, karibu sana ndani ya show, karibu sana ndani ya Savik TV, and please allow me to take you around Nairobi showground. Today is Sunday, the last day of the show, so you might not see much, but then much has happened since the show started till today. In my background is DS International, inacheza ngoma noma, doba noma hapo hivyo. So you may not really hear me clearly, but I hope that I won't have copyright issues regarding the music. But mambo ni mingi, masani machache, so welcome to the show and let's enjoy the whole thing. Let's enjoy some good music from the KDF and the Kenya Police Band. If you've been to the showground at some point, you definitely know that there are normally a number of stalls. You know, all government departments normally have stalls in there. All the institutions, educational institutions, the universities, the colleges and all that, polytechnics, they all have their stalls in there. But I wasn't really interested in that. I was interested in agriculture related entities. So the first entity that I got to, the first store that I got to is the one that was showcasing rabbits. And man oh man, I got to learn that we actually have so many rabbits. There is a rabbit, so there is one they call the American rabbit, there is one they call the Californian rabbit, there is flaming rabbit. I mean, I saw so many rabbits, so many types of rabbits that I've never seen before. So I really got to learn a lot. So let's have a look at the rabbits that are actually in here. I tried visiting the banana stall. Unfortunately, they were closing down because you see it's Sunday, it's the last day of the show, so people were closing down, so I wasn't able to actually enjoy the bananas. So I decided to go and check out goats. So I found a lot of very many species of goats that I hadn't actually witnessed before. Some are reared for meat, some are reared for milk. Is it the first time you're hearing that you actually get to consume goat milk? If it's the very first time, please be informed that goat milk is actually very nutritious. It has medicinal value, and of course it's very expensive. So at the showground today, they're actually selling goat milk at about 300 shillings per liter. So it is quite expensive, but still there were a lot of people who were interested in buying the milk. So that shows you the demand. The demand of such milk is actually very, very high. Yeah, so let's keep enjoying checking out the goats. case you thought we were done, we're just getting started. So you've just seen the goats. Let's get to have a look at the sheep. I got to actually learn that we've so many species of sheep. The merino sheep that we learned about in school, you know, I mean, I can't even remember the names of the sheep that we saw, but basically there are different species of sheep that we got to see today at the showground. And so let's have a sneak peek of what we actually have. And here is a point where I was told that this sheep cost more than 100,000 shillings. So let's get to check them out.
Ukishika ukichinja ni 6 months in prison ama fine ya mita.
Kwani ni a dangerous species? Why is it? Tukishika ukichinja unapigwa fine. That's what I'm wondering. Nini, what is so unique about them?
Ama hizo zile zinaletanga zile manyoya yao.
That is for Hampshire. So hii ndio shambani. Ndio kwa yenye neno la ndani kama
So after checking out the sheep, after checking out the goats, it was time to actually now check out the cows. These are cows that are reared for milk. So we started checking out the cows that are reared for milk first, and then after that, of course, had to switch a bit to check out the cows that are reared for beef. Yeah, but before then we had to pass by to just check out the pigs.
So I think you advise 7 to 8 years.
Yes, I advise 7 to 8 years.
Now how much for
this is the grown-up one for 6 months, 150K, but kuna ule mdogo wa 3 months ako na 35 to 50K. So this is a paternal sheep. Kuna 2 types. Kuna paternal na kuna maternal. Paternal ni wanyama, maternal ni wakuzalisha. So utapata mostly in Kenya tulikuwa tukipata maternal line consume. Sasa unapata anaikufa kwa we weight limit yake fully grown ni 900 kg.
fully grown?
Fully grown.
So let me ask you a question before we continue. Between this one and the land, which one grows bigger?
This one.
So if I have this one male,
Yes.
I crossbreed with the landrace.
With the landrace, the offspring you're going to get watakuwa half landrace, half Euro. So limit yako ya weight yao kiasi.
So guys, if there is one point or one bit that you'll have to forgive me is capturing the names of all these animals that I'm showing you. I actually was unable to capture the names. Why, you may ask? Today was Sunday, the last day of the show. So most of the stalls were actually being dismantled. So even by the time I was getting to see these cows, these stalls were actually getting dismantled. So these cows are just being transferred from this point to the lorries so that they can be transported back to where they came from. Thus, it was very unlikely for me to actually check out all their names. So yeah, that's it. But it was really a nice show, and I was lucky again to see the cows being milked at this point. And the milk was actually in very high demand. As you can see around there, there's so many people that all wanted to buy the milk because it's fresh, and of course they trust the source. So that is what was happening. And of course there are more and more cows, man. I mean, this place was really enjoyable. So as a farmer, or a farming enthusiast, I actually got to enjoy quite a lot checking out these animals from across all the angles. There are so many animals all over, so I really did enjoy checking them out. So yeah, still moved around. There are so many stalls for animals. Of course, these have been milked already. That's why, as you can see, there are mammary glands. Mammary glands zao kidogo washakamuliwa, so wametulia kidogo. Yeah. And then as I was moving around, I found that people actually enjoying as well. Some came to just have fun at the showground. So kids came, they hired bikes, they are riding around. There are, camels, people are riding on camels' backs. There are so many camels from afar, as you can see. I mean, so many things are happening right now. So much activities going down. So basically, ni show manze, watu enjoy, kids break. Of course, it's a weekend, so many kids around. Probably some visited yesterday on Saturday. Man, the whole place is full and people are enjoying. Then of course there are so many other stalls across that were not occupied at the moment because of course the holidays are over. So I mean the show is over. So basically, this being the last day, a lot of booths are not open. But as you can see, the ambience, man, the place is well clean, and it's looking good indeed. In short, it's looking really good. And of course, man, this stall caught my eye. The farmer's choice stalls. They were really, of course, a lot of cooking activities were going down. People were buying sausages, smokies, all over, hot dogs. A lot was going down. So of course I decided to have a bite, and as I spent time, of course, to look at the place better, get a few grab a few images here and there as everything was going down. But really, the chill zone, the grill zone, the place was looking really good. So if you had an order, you just ask, hey, I need a given number of pieces. They ask you to go and pay at a given point. You go make your payment there, and then of course you get back and get to pick your smokies or whatever that you wanted. The sausages were looking really, really good. The kachumbari was on, it was looking really good. And then you can see there, as the smokies are really being prepared, they are really being prepared. So you can have a look at how they're being prepared. Your kachumbari is right there, or your sauces are right there. I mean, the place looks really good, and the food looks good as well. So this is one of the stalls that caught my eye. It was very interesting, and it was very tempting as well. Yeah, let's keep moving as we check out other places. So what else do we have? Stores, they say. Yeah, let's keep moving.
Nani akona ya 120 nipatie? Kuja bro. 120 then hii nakupatia free. Buy one get one free. Jamani. Kuja, karibu sana.
No artist was left behind in ensuring that their wares were showcased or they were exhibited at this exhibition. The vitenges, man, yani kila mtu alikuwa huku kuangalia vitenge pale, man. Looking so good, man. The Ankara and everything. And then of course, voila. Of course, I mean, it's an agricultural show, so it beats logic if they can't showcase agricultural products. So here we are, man. Check out those cabbages. Very healthy, very beautiful. Can you say they're yummy? Yet they have not been cooked yet, but they look very good. And then of course we've cabbages, right? I mean, we've seen cabbages. Then we have kales right there. We call them sukuma wiki in my language. Yeah, and then of course we have some beautiful spinach right there at the back. Very beautiful spinach right there. Oh my God, so beautiful, man. So beautiful, man. Of course we have a bit of do we call them coriander? I think so. Yeah, man. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Enjoy. Do you enjoy? What about the greenery, man? I'm loving it. We all love grains. I mean, vegetables are so good. Check out those kales, the sukuma wiki, man, looking so good. Then of course at the other point we've maize or corn, depending on where you come from. And then we have wheat right there. So that is wheat. That is how wheat looks like before it gets to the supermarket shelves. So there we have our wheat right there, we have our maize right there, or our corn right there, and of course more and more things right there, man. More and more avenues of farming. You know, they're giving you other tricks of planting your vegetables and everything, however you want to play around with it. So we've seen tomatoes right there. Then of course there are so many. You've Italian, you've a lot of species of vegetables right there that we're checking out. So let's keep moving, man. Kuna managu, kuna terere, kuna saga kama hizo tunaangalia saizi. Yani I hope that you've seen all kinds of vegetables that have been showcased by the Kenya Seed Company that was managing this stall. More sukuma wiki right there, of course, ensuring that you see a lot of it. Alafu tunasonga mbele pale, nyanya kwa wingi, yani spinach kwa wingi, very healthy spinach right there. Man, this stall is full of activity, man. It has a lot of very beautiful things that one enjoys looking at. The corianders and I mean everything. Really, they took good care of these things. They did prepare very well for this show. And man, I love rabbits, and it's one venture that I'm actually getting into very soon. That is why I did take a lot of time checking these out, especially immediately I got to the showground. So you must have seen that from the onset. I have very keen interest in rabbits because rabbit meat is also it has a lot of demand as well. The demand is very high, so it's something that I look forward to venturing into pretty soon. So rabbits are right here to welcome me. Yeah man, I did enjoy that. Alafu basi tuende tuone style deadly. I mean, these guys are very creative. You see, hiyo ni hoho wamepanda pale, and then the other side wamepanda skuma, but ukiangalia inakan kama ni nguo imevalishwa mtu fulani mahali. Sorry to say that, but basically it looks very good. It looks very creative, and I did love these whatever they are showcasing there. But of course hapo chini bado kuna more hoho There is some skuma wiki, the few cabbages, there are tomatoes that are planted there as well. So it's just a creative way of doing things. More spinach right there. Yeah man, the place looks really, really good. Let's go and enjoy at the kids section now. Do you wanna enjoy the merry-go-round, the sliding, driving those small cars and trucks, riding on the backs of camels and horses, name it man, all those activities were taking place at the showground. Of course, behind this place was DS International, 10,000 watts, and they were showcasing Luciano's music, man. Luciano's music was being played. Ja Messenger, Luciano mwenyewe. That is the music they are playing at DS International. Of course, I couldn't get there because it was a restricted entry. I had to pay some entry fee to get in there. And of course, it's music, so you can't record. So it was basically restricted and I couldn't get in there. But the kids section was really full of activity. It's not just meant for kids. This merry-go-round was actually for adults. So adults were equally enjoying just as much as the kids. It was a nice place, a lot of enjoyment. And I did have fun just seeing people happy, seeing people excited, Even if I wasn't participating in the activities myself, I definitely felt that it was worth unwinding, man. Yeah, on to the next one. Probably next year again is when we'll get to enjoy such activities. And this is another thing that really impressed me, the rails, man. This thing was sparking fire. But really it was nice. I did love watching it go down, come up again, go down, come up again. It was really enjoyable, among other activities, of course, like the one that you're just seeing on your screen right now. So many things went down. It was a nice thing. It was a nice experience. 2025 Nairobi International Show or Nairobi Agricultural Show, whichever name you call it, it was really amazing. What better way to crown the show than the KDF marching, of course escorted by the band. I mean, that was all we needed to crown this show and call it to a close. So let's enjoy. Na hivyo ndo tumekafunga Nairobi International Show 2025. Adios, tumekafunga, tumeisahau. Tuonane tena next year. Subscribe to Savik TV. Bye bye.